Welcome to the Desert Shave Den. Today we'll be shaving with the Holy Black New York shaving soap. Let's get started. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. Thank you for watching. So today we're going to be using one of the soaps that I actually picked up way back for my birthday in November of last year, and that was the Holy Black New York shaving soap. I'll talk about it, the scent, in a little bit, but I've used it quite a bit. It's got a great scent and really great performance. This is a vegan soap, but I'm just going to bloom it with some water and then whip up a tub load and a face lather using my Razorock plissoft synthetic brush. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of Proraso pre-shave and apply the lather. And let me just start off by saying this produces a really nice lather. Lathers up good, very, very slick, and that's one of the things that they kind of mention on their website. And it's sort of a unique scent, and I'll get to that in just a moment. One thing that's interesting is whereas most artisan shave soap companies release their soap, they have a particular base and then you choose amongst the different fragrances. Now, I do think that they have at times released different fragrances. I've watched some videos from Matt Pisarcik at Razor Emporium, and he's talked about how one of his all-time favorite shave soaps, that if he had one shave left while on death row, he would use Holy Black New York's Lavender Creeper. I don't think they produce that anymore, and I haven't even seen it. I haven't Googled it to see an image, but I do think they have produced different scents. But generally speaking, from what I've seen, is they don't actually, the soap I'm using today, they don't actually assign a label to, other than they call it gunpowder or gunpowder spice. And you can see I'm shaving with my Razorock Game Changer with the barber pole handle, and this is in the 0.76 aggressiveness level. That's the 0.76 base plate. As I start the first pass with the grain, everything's feeling nice and smooth. I've got it loaded up, the razor, got it loaded up with a Gillette Nacet blade, so I've been getting very comfortable shaves out of this. It's very sharp, so the key is to just use a very light touch. But if you do it successfully, you can get a very efficient shave with very little irritation. So yeah, back to the soap and the scent. It's interesting because it's just at the packaging and everything just says it's the Holy Black shaving soap. Like, this is their flagship shaving soap. It's not one particular scent, but they do call it gunpowder spice, which they say is gunpowder spice, and I'm reading from their website here, is exactly what it sounds like. A mix between the classic spicy scent with the added aroma of freshly fired black gunpowder. So when they say the classic spicy scent, my understanding is that they're talking about vintage Old Spice. Now normally, very often when I use this, I'll actually just pair it with Barrister and Man's Spice, which is also a dupe of vintage Old Spice aftershave, just because I like Barrister and Man's splashes, and two, it almost acts as a set. There is a matching aftershave tonic that Holy Black puts out, but I haven't actually purchased that or used it. Maybe someday. So what's interesting is you're like, okay, it's Old Spice, but it also has freshly fired gunpowder residue. I get that. To me, when it comes together, it's just a very nice masculine, it's not leathery, but to me, it is smoky, but it's not burnt, if that makes any sense. I would not say that this is a burnt, ashy smell, and I think that's why I like it so much. Now, to my nose, I can't really pick up the Old Spice. Oh yeah, and I did nick myself. Definitely user error. I think I just got a little too arrogant and not arrogant, but I got a little too careless. And as much as I love the Game Changer and my Nacet blades, you do have to be delicate with it and be careful, because even though it's a very forgiving razor, it's still pretty aggressive and highly efficient. So that nick is unfortunate, but otherwise everything's feeling good, and I'm going to lather up for a second pass, primarily across the grain. But yeah, the scent is unique. I think most people will like it, and I would say don't be afraid by the sound of gunpowder, because I thought, this is, I don't want to shave with ash or burnt stuff, but it's a very clean, masculine scent with just a little like subtle smokiness. Very enjoyable. And with this razor and Nacet blade, the across the grain pass has really become my money pass. I know in some areas I do kind of go against the grain directly, but mostly it's across the grain. Yeah, unfortunately that nick is not just a small nick, it's, I don't know if I'd call it a weeper, but it's fully bleeding through, even through the lather. Unfortunate, but I'm not going to let it deter me. I'm using products that I really like, and am enjoying the shave still. To talk about the actual base of this soap just very briefly, I mentioned earlier it is a vegan base, and not only is it vegan, it's actually got a very short ingredient list. They boast that it only contains 6 ingredients, and I'm reading directly off the tin. The puck of the soap actually comes in like a metal kind of tin, resealable tin. It's very nice. But the ingredients they list are vegetable-derived stearic acid, coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, distilled water, vegetable glycerin, and fragrance. So definitely a minimal ingredient list. It is vegan, so there's no tallow, but it produces a very rich, very slick lather. I really like it. I think it's as good as almost any vegan base out there. So here I'm just gonna wet the cheeks, do quick against the grain on the cheeks, and the shave will be done. The other thing I'll say quickly is I think there is on their website, the Holy Black, they do list like you can join the Brotherhood and it's a secret society bent on world domination. I haven't looked into that, quite frankly. I don't really care, but my understanding is that's probably pretty tongue-in-cheek. But so it goes. The other bit of trivia is I believe Holy Black really got started by distributing not online or through social media, but to barber shops. So I think that's really cool. And here I don't feature it on the channel a lot, but I am going to apply Ozma alum block. And I do really like this. When I do nick myself, especially nick myself pretty bad, it really comes through and just makes a subpar shave fine, or it makes a bad shave less bad. Honestly, there's very little feedback, so I'm disappointed about that nick, because everywhere else feels comfortable. Basically no zinging whatsoever. So I just did a cold water rinse, and I'm going to towel off and apply some aftershave. And that alum block really soothed the skin, and more importantly, it cinched up that nick. The rest of my face is extremely comfortable. So here, I'm just going to use Clubman. I thought about pairing it with Barrister & Man's Spice, but I just woke up today wanting some Clubman. I don't use it too often, maybe a couple times a month, but I decanted it into my own glass bottle and reapplied the label. And, you know, Clubman is the least soothing, highest alcohol aftershave I have, and honestly, there is almost no stinging. So even though I nicked myself, that is a tribute to the Game Changer and a sharp blade and good technique. So that's the shave. Once again, my name is Joseph. This is the Desert Shave Den. I appreciate your support and all the new subscribers. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment, and hit the thumbs up button. And if you have ideas for new videos, let me know. So I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.